Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to explain a new reincarnation drama in Hindi. The drama begins with a scene from the underworld. Our female lead, Lee, is giving everyone a magical soup so they can forget everything and take the rebat. She was extremely stressed by her work and wanted to take the rebat and return to the other world. Just then, two black Yamdoots, demon messengers, arrive. Seeing them, she becomes overjoyed and asks, "Has Yamraj chosen the new reincarnation goddess?" They say, "Yes, you can drink this soup and go to the other world." After drinking the soup, she loses all her memory. The Yamdoots say, "Congratulations, you become the new reincarnation goddess." They also tell her to do her job well. She says, "Okay." They both laugh heartily at her. Then she brings 2 pieces of Torah soup and gives them a drink. Taking the soup out of her mouth, she says, "Did you two think you could mess with me?" The 2 eunuchs had now lost their memory. The goddess of reincarnation sets them to work and goes after Reeb. Instead of Reeb, she takes on the body of someone else, Tangmia, the general's legal wife. And here, we see Kanko Wine Su, who was trying to kill Tangmia so she could become the general's legal wife. Tangmia pleads, "Please don't do this, don't do this." But at Su's insistence, the 2 men kill Tangmia and announce that she's dead. Kanko Wine Su is overjoyed. We are shown the goddess of reincarnation, who had already taken over Tangmia's body. "But I had to be reborn. How did I end up in someone else's body?" Quote. Then she remembers she chose the wrong door. Skobzu offers the 2 men a gold brick to kill Tangmia. Tangmia then kills them to get the gold brick. She says, "Is this gold brick too small that you're not taking it?" Taking the brick, she says, No, it's fine, but a little more would have been better." Skobzu says, "Okay, then you bury him, and I'll give you another gold brick." Tao says, "Okay," and starts taking the 2 men away. Skobzu looks back and sees Tao Maya, still alive, screaming loudly. She slaps her and says, "Why are you screaming so loud? And why are you so scared to see me?" Quote. She casts a spell that makes a sword appear in her hands. She hands the sword to Skobzu and says, "Take it, kill me." Vasu is terrified and screams. Miao asks, "Why are you shaking so much? Do you have some disease? I can cure it." Quote. With that, she slaps Kakobine Su. Panicked, Kakobine Su asks, "Tang Miao, how are you alive?" Miao says, "Stop talking nonsense. I'll cure your illness right now." Quote. With that, she beats Kakobine Su savagely. "You hit me, you're Tang Miao." Quote. She says, "I was curing your illness, and then you started to kill her." Kakobine runs away. Just then, she begins to remember all the memories of this body. Tang Miao was a good girl. No one treated Tang Miao well in this palace. Miao says, "It's okay. I took your body, so I'll change your fate too." But Miao begins to feel the effects of Kakobine's sus love poison. Just then, the 2 guards flee. "Is that where you 2 are going?" They both begin to apologize. Meanwhile, Miao tears off the clothes of both servants and turns them into girls. She then gives them the magical medicine and leaves. Thanks to Miao's medicine, the 2 servants begin to grow closer. Meanwhile, we see Majesty, who is in very bad condition. Some people had attacked her. Magistry, they say, is the house of the Nazar ahead. You should go there and rest. Quote. Then we see Miao, who was sitting on a rooftop, trying to finish her love potion. She was saying, "I wish I could go to a place where there are so many handsome men." Just then, Miao sees Majesty and starts walking towards her. Some people are trying to attack Majesty, but Ines starts killing them. As soon as Miao arrives, Majesty looks at her lovingly. Thinking this girl might be here to kill them, they attack Miao. But Miao dodges her and says, "I've come here to save you." After saying this, she kills them all at once. Miao smiles at Majestic and starts carrying him away. "Majestic, I've killed them all," he says. As soon as he turns back, Majestic disappears. He cries out, "Majestic, where have you gone? Where have you gone?" Quote. Miao is shown, bringing Majestic to her room and removing his clothes. "Do you know who I am?" Miao doesn't say anything to him and begins removing the poison from his body. "Oh, your body is hurt," she says. Majestic wonders if his poison is reducing because of her touch. "She's really talented," he says. "Who is she?" Meanwhile, Na begins to bandage Majesty's body. She starts touching her. Majesty says, "Let me go. I'll reward you." Quote. But Mian, tying her up, says, "I helped you. Now it's your turn to help me." Quote. As she begins to kiss Majesty, he bites her lip. "Whatever you do, I'll stay close to you." As she says this, we are shown the channel that had come to meet Kokobane Sue. Seeing Kokobane Sue's swollen face, they become terrified and slap her. They ask, "Who are you?" Kokobane Sue replies, "General, I'm your beloved Kokobane." Kokobane says, "What's wrong with you? Who put you like this?" Quote, Servant begins to explain, "General, I've seen Miss Meow. She's in a room with a man." Quote, Jenner says, "Well, if she dares to kill Kokobane and bring someone here, I'll punish her this time." Kokobane, trying to be nice, starts praising Meow. "That Meow made you drink so much, yet you're still taking her side. I'll punish her." Quote, After saying this, he takes Kokobane Sue and goes to Meow. "Meow, come out right now." I start thinking, maybe my blind husband has come. Chishti starts thinking, if I touch a girl, my poison starts killing me. After spending the night with a girl, nothing happened to me. Does that mean she can cure me? Quote, he is shown saying, "Mo, you won't come out. It seems I'll have to come in." Quote, when he asks her to go, we see Meow come out with a huge ass. She throws it right in front of the general. Kokobane Sue starts saying, "Look, sister, you should apologize to the general." Meanwhile, Jenner chokes her and says, "How dare you hurt Kokobane Sue?" She replies, "Okay, but that's exactly what I did." He starts twisting Jenner's arm. Just like Kokobane Sue, Wei starts slapping the general. Everyone is shocked. Jenner says, "How dare you hit me?" Kokobane Sue replies, "It's not me, it's Meow." She says, "I didn't hit you. You told me how you hit Kokobu, so I was just telling you." Quote, she says, "Go and bring everyone from Meow's family here so I can beat up this Meow in front of the whole family." Meanwhile, Meow thinks, "I'm so bored with my life. Now I'll play with you guys." Quote, meanwhile, we are shown the Tang family. Meow's mother, father, and sister also find out about this. She says, "Meow is the Tang family's daughter. We won't tolerate her being insulted. If you do something like this, I'll find my brothers and ask for help from the magistry." Quote, her mother grabs her father's ear and starts taking him away. He is shown the people who finally found the magistry, and he is overjoyed to see them. When he sees the magistry's face, he is shocked and asks, "Has anyone ever taken advantage of the magistry?" He says, "But the magistry can't take advantage of any girl now." He says, "I don't know about this, but she was from Jen's mansion." Just then, Na Meow's brother arrives. He says, "The magistry has found you." He asks, "How did you know I was here?" He explains, "After you disappeared, I and this boy had to wash you." Your brother says, "I just want you to come with me or leave Maine because my sister is being framed." A scene is shown where Meow is tied up, and Mo says, "Why aren't you burning me? It seems I'll just burn her to pressure her father." Quote, the entire Tong family arrives. Father says, "Let my daughter go." Meow, "Don't be afraid, I'm here." Quote, father advances, but the general's men won't let him go. "What are you thinking?" Father, "Take out your sword and kill them and show them who's the real boss. My father is a good man, he doesn't fight anyone." Father asks, "Did you guys hear anything?" "I'll come." "Is she saying anything?" Sister says, "No, father, sister hasn't said anything yet." She says, "I didn't call you guys here so you could take her away. I'm going to divorce your daughter." Single quote. Sir says, "Look at Kokob Sue once. What has your daughter done to her?" Single quote. Then she starts thinking, "Father, kick him and take out your sword. If Mom were in your place, she would have taken out her sword and killed them long ago." Mom hears Meow's voice. She kicks the man and takes the sword from him. She places the sword on Jay and says, "If you want to take the device from me, you'll have to ask my permission." Mo exclaims, "Wow, Mom, you're truly amazing." So even the men present allow Meow's mother to see Meow. Her mother and sister begin to untie the ropes from her hands. Meow says, "My elder sister is truly beautiful." They quickly untie Meow's hands so they can take her down. Just then, Jenner sets them on fire, burning all three of them. Father says, "Jenner, perhaps you've forgotten that I'm not dead yet. How dare you kill my wife and daughter in front of me?" Jenner says, "You're just a lowly officer. What can you do?" Kokobu's father is a prime minister. Now, the father keeps shouting, "Please help him. I won't let anything happen to you. I'm coming to save you." As they say this, they start to leave. Meow asks, "Father, where are you going?" Meow asks, "How did you get out? Are you alright?" And then Meow uses her magic to bring her mother and sister out as well. Kokobane Sue says, "If you try to trouble the general, I'll call father here." She says, "You can't defeat us, so you're calling your father." Sue says, "You can't accuse the general. It was your daughter who was sleeping with someone else." Mom says, "How dare you say such a thing about my daughter? I'll kill you." As she moves to attack, the general draws his sword and strikes him down. The family says, we'll call the magistrate here so he can punish you. Just then, Jenna arrives with a divorce petition and, looking at Meow, declares, from today on, our paths will separate. I'm divorcing you. Cocobain, ignoring her, says, I know you don't want to divorce the general, but Jenna and I love each other. Meow's mother says, Cocobain has the audacity to say such a thing to the general's wife. He tries to kill Meow. Meow screams, you can't kill me. Just then, the general summons his remaining soldiers, and Meow kneels down to accept the diva's exam. As soon as anyone touches Meow, Meow casts a spell on them. The general replies, how dare she refuse to accept my diva's exam? Call the remaining soldiers. Just then, the soldiers arrive to kill Meow. The soldiers are about to attack Meow, but Meow also begins to cast a spell on them. Just then, a boy arrives and saves Meow. She screams, asking who dared to save Meow. Her brother comes and tells her that the emperor is coming. Quote, Imperial, she says, is the king of the human world. Imperial, he says, means the highest and most intelligent being. It's shown that the emperor comes here. Meow is quite surprised to see the emperor, because she had no idea that he was actually the emperor. They start taking Meow to meet the emperor. Quote, no, father, you go. I'm right here, she says. Looking at them all, she asks, what are you all doing here? I'm thinking, what if mom and dad find out that I was given love poison and that I spent the night with someone else, and that the person I spent the night with is the Imperial? They'll be very angry. As they listen to her, they start to feel dizzy. Her brother also starts thinking, I'm hearing third sister's voice. This emperor is really very handsome. He tries to shut her up, asking, what madness are you doing? He starts thinking, what I just heard was all about Meow. When the emperor disappeared, was he really with Meow? Quote, she wonders, why is the emperor following me around like that? Did he really know I was with him? Quote, seeing her, the emperor also says, you look very familiar to me. She says, no, emperor, we've never met. The general asks, how dare you insult the emperor? Even the emperor shuts her up. I think even the emperor won't help us now. Meow's mother begins to recount how the general tried to burn Meow alive. Janana also wants to divorce Meow. She waves her hand, look, your majesty, I have proof. Today, I want Janana to divorce Meow, and I can keep Meow with me. Quote, she thinks, someone will kill the emperor anyway, so I'm not leaving. Meow's voice is heard, and they begin to think that maybe he knows who's going to kill them. The emperor says, okay, I want you both to divorce. Sana replies, okay, Imperial, I want to divorce her too. Handing him the papers, he says, once you put your thumbprint on it, you'll no longer be a part of my family. Meow takes a knife from her brother and cuts Kakobansu's hand. She draws blood and puts her thumbprint on the divorce paper. Janana says, look, Maharaj Ji, she dares to do this in front of you. Now that you've both divorced, I can go home. Quote, with that, she leaves. Look at the emperor, he's so handsome. If I had known, I would have tied him up and had more fun today. Quote, the emperor begins to fall. When they emerge, Theseus says, you also heard Meow's voice. You were with Meow when she disappeared. Quote, the emperor says, shut up. Whatever happened was just an accident, nothing more. It seems she knows about the poison inside me. Quote, when she returns, she starts thinking, I shouldn't have left the general. There's so much treasure there. Quote, mother yells at her, you're still thinking about the general. She asks, Mom, how did you know I was thinking about this? Mother says, if you want to go there, fine, but you have to take me with you. Everyone sneaks into the general's house and starts looking at the diamonds and pearls. Seeing the diamonds, she says, we don't even have them. Meanwhile, Maya is overjoyed, thinking, I'm rich now. Father and brother see that the general has placed precious gifts for several officers, and his family begins to leave. Using her magic, Meow fills the boxes with stones. In this scene, we see the emperor, still lost in thoughts of Meow, who awakens. Meow, who was sleeping, approaches her with a knife. Meow asks, what are you doing here? She replies, I just came for a stroll. Second sister replies, you brought a knife for a stroll. She sees black energy emanating from second sister's body. She looks closer to where her father was falsely implicated. Second sister arrives and poisons her father. After killing him, she says, this is the result for you if you don't bow down to the Ed Prince. You don't have a biological daughter to worry about. Quote, the prince is shown spending the night with Meow's siblings, and they make fun of him. Sister comes and asks, what about me? Prince says, you will be my queen. Sister says, why did you do this? Sister says, forgive me for what I'm about to do. Saying this, she calls Savin. She starts spending the night with sister, and Meow's brother comes and cries, leave my sister, leave my sister. Quote, but he is also killed. And second sister, Na, later comes and kills mother as well. Mo wonders if second sister will do all this in the future? Then mother comes and says, you have to be nice to your sister. Your second sister can't even kill an ant, so how will she kill you? Quote, Meow starts thinking, because she will pour water on the entire ant nest. And mom, you never know what she'll do in the future. Her mother asks, second sister, what's this knife here? Sister replies, I just brought a knife to cut some fruit. Her mother agrees and thinks, Mom, if you believe her, she'll destroy our entire family. She's shocked to hear that second sister will destroy the entire family. Sister pretends, sister, she's probably jealous of me. You love me, that's why. She starts thinking. Second sister, who can manipulate anyone with her fake tears, says, so, here, second sister, with her emotional words, says that mom doesn't believe me either. With that, she leaves, explaining that second sister tried to kill herself. Meanwhile, we're shown second sister hanging herself. She comes and tells us, your mother is coming here. Hearing this, second daughter acts even more, saying that no one in this house loves me because I'm not their legal daughter. Just then, Meow arrives, wondering if she's going to die or is she just pretending. Mom hears Meow's voice and says, if second daughter wants to die, let her. I'll decorate her coffin beautifully. Quote, daughter asks, Mom, aren't you worried that I'll die? Mom replies, that's your decision. If you want to die, you can. Quote. Second sister says, I suddenly realize it's all my fault. She says, finally, second sister, you're doing the right thing. I'll help you with this. Quote. With that, she kicks the box, causing second sister to writhe in pain. She is taken down. Second sister says, you were trying to kill me. Sister replies, I'm innocent. You all saw that she wanted to die herself. Second sister, you've gone too far. Quote, we used to tolerate your petty tantrums. This time, I'm punishing you by denying you any money and preventing you from leaving the house. Maya is overjoyed, thinking, I can save this family. Then, second Lothar thinks, I have to do whatever it takes to get Na Meow out of my way. Only then will I be able to get them all out of my way. I can't ruin my plan. Quote. Thinking this, as she leaves, Na Meow follows her. Mom and first sister are watching them, and they decide to follow. Inu is taken to Na Emperor. Her condition is worsening due to the poison. No medication is working. Inu quickly tells her to go and call a doctor. Now, we see Na's second doctor, who comes to a restaurant, and there is Na Ed Prince. Mom and Meow's sister are also secretly watching this. They ask why second sister has come to meet Prince Ed. Because Prince Ed is the Emperor's stepbrother. Mom wonders if they're plotting something together. But they're all plotting how to get the Emperor out of their way. Sister Ed says, look, Mom, how he just grabbed second sister's hand. Prince says, your brother controls the Black Force in the General's palace. If he comes to my side, I'll easily get the throne. Quote, second sister says, Prince, don't worry. I'll convince my brother of this. Hey, Prince, what do we do now? Quote, Prince gives her a magical black doll. He says, keep it behind your house. When the Emperor finds out about this, he'll be furious with the Tang family and threaten to kill them all. Don't worry, I'll do whatever it takes to save you. He says, once I become Emperor, I will marry you and make you my queen. She angrily declares, how dare they try to embroil my family? I'll teach them a lesson right now. Quote, with that, she begins to act hysterical and summons a multitude of creatures. They start soiling her clothes. As she's about to leave, the general arrives and asks, why are you wandering around? Meow pushes him away and runs away. The ape prince leaves as well. The general then places a sword in front of her and asks, where are you going? Meow uses her magic to snap the sword in two. Before Kokobasu can say anything, Meow slaps her. Kokobasu says, I'm the prime minister's, and slaps her again. The general says, how dare you? I'll teach you a lesson right now. Quote, just as he was about to strike, I grabbed his hand and pushed him back, saying, Are you alright, General? My behavior is terrible. I act like a lunatic. I love tormenting people. Quote. Kobzu says, I'll tell my father. Meow says, and you, Kobzu, you're just threatening your father. Go tell your father. Quote. Then Ines arrives. She says, Meow, come with me. Onesu says, I told you, my father will punish you. Ines then pushes Kokobansu, causing the general and Kokobansu to leave. Ines starts taking Meow away. Hey, wait, tell me what happened. Ines explains that Imperia has been poisoned again. Meow says, she's been poisoned, so what's the big deal? Ines says you're the only one who can save him. Meow says, if you want to save him, call the royal doctor. Why are you telling me? Quote. Ines starts saying, if you save the Imperial, you'll get any position you want. She returns the way she left and says, let's pretend you can't enter the palace without a token. As she casts a spell and reaches the Imperial, she thinks I'm late and the Imperial has been killed. Just then, the Imperial comes from behind and kisses her. Pushing him away, she says, we barely know each other. The Imperial says, you've spent the night with me before, now stop pretending. Quote. With that, the poison from kissing Meow slowly begins to subside. We'll see what happens. King Na pushes Mian away, saying, you told me I can get any position I want. She casts a spell on King, which makes his hand stop. How did you do this? Meow starts saying, if I cure your poison, you won't give me any position. But the Imperial comes close to Meow and starts kissing her. Meanwhile, we see Kokobansu and Janner, who are gossiping to the Prime Minister about how Meow had treated them. Kokobansu says, how dare he? Now it's time for me to teach him a lesson. Quote. Meow, you insulted me, now see what will happen to your family. We are then shown the Prince and Queen Mother, who learned that the Imperial was with a girl yesterday. The Queen Mother says, Prince, why are you so upset? I've seen that every woman the Imperial was with hasn't given birth to a child yet. How long do I have to wait, Mother? I've been waiting so long, now I too want to become an emperor. Quote. Meow is shown, her eyes wide open and about to go home. The prince stops her, saying, look, you can't go home. My illness could worsen at any moment. You should stay with me. Quote. She says, have you fallen in love with me, that you're not letting me go? She begins to think, it's best not to fall for my trick, because this won't end well. Perrier hears the Queen Mother's voice. She says, Meow, tell me not to come out. Meow performs magic and leaves. She returns, saying, I heard you weren't feeling well and were spending the night with someone. I came to see if he was suitable for the position of queen. Quote. She then says, come out, but no one is heard. And when they go inside and look, no one is there. Then she thinks, she's gone. Now how can I explain this to Mom? Quote. She says, Mom, she left here a while ago. I'll introduce you to her later. Quote. She is shown returning to her palace and finding it incredibly quiet, as if everyone is plotting against the family. Then her second sister arrives. She says, I know everything about you. Second sister asks, what do you know? Then her entire family arrives. Whenever father comes here, she sees black smoke over father's head. She wonders, why do I see the devil's face on father's forehead? I always kept an eye on second sister. She never got a chance to bury anything. Quote. He says, I want to spend time with all of you. That's why we'll go to dinner with the whole family. Quote. Mian begins to think, if we go there, they'll kill us. Her father also hears all this. The general and the prime minister have gone to the emperor with a complaint. He's worried that father doesn't get into trouble, or the entire family will be killed. He says, I'm a loyal officer. I haven't done anything wrong, so no one can kill me. Quote. As soon as he leaves, the general arrives. He's not alone, but with a whole group of officers, and he surrounds the Tang family. The prime minister and the emperor arrive, and Meow exclaims, last night, I helped you get rid of your poison, and today you're trying to destroy my family. Thinking about this, she glares at the emperor angrily. The Prime Minister throws a paper at him and says, "Look, what have you done?" Father is accused of colluding with the enemy. Sister Na refuses to sign, saying, "My father is very bad. He doesn't give justice at all." Quote, Mom understands they're trying to destroy her. He says, "I can't collude with the enemy. I haven't spent a single rupee of my country's money." Quote, she comes forward and says, "My father is honest." The mother declares, "I'm honest and I'm not afraid of anyone." Farrier says, "If I find out your family is honest, I'll forgive you." Sister pretends, "Father, if you hadn't joined forces with the enemy, I would have been with you today." They bring the box with which they were going to accuse Meow's father. Meow picks up her father and says, "Calm down, father." When they bring the box, the father says, "This box is brand new. It wasn't even in our house." Quote, the Prime Minister says, "These people are just trying to distract us. If we open the box, we'll find out the truth." Quote, as they open the box, the general declares, Meow's father must resign his position. The moment the box is opened, it reveals only stones. The Indians are furious. Meow's father then says, "General, I hope you won't be offended by this." The general wonders, it contained gold and silver. How could it turn into stone? Quote, Mom begins to think, it's a good thing we went to the general's mansion that day and stole everything. Otherwise, these people would have accused us today. Quote, Father says, "Imperial, you've seen the truth now, haven't you?" He grabs father's collar and asks, "Why did you do this?" Just then, Meow's brother arrives and says, "We stand by the truth. That's why you live with our family." He starts talking about how they were going to raid the Prime Minister and the General's house, but many people suddenly disappeared. He also heard that the General kidnapped many people. To save himself, he blames his own man, saying, "You're the traitor and you're the one who did all this." With that, he kills his man. He asks, "Jana, why did you kill him? Were you worried he would reveal your name?" Quote, Meow then steps forward and says, "It's okay. I'll bring him back to life so he doesn't tell us the truth." Sister asks, "Meow, what nonsense are you talking about?" Then Meow takes out her hairpin, uses magic to turn it into a pen and begins writing spells, bringing the spirit back to life. Seeing this, all the people present are terrified. They then demand, "Tell us everything you know." He begins to explain how the emperor conspired to frame Meow's father, mistreat everyone present, and even kill many soldiers. As soon as Meow uses magic, all the soldiers and people who were killed by the general are brought back to life, and they begin to cry out, "We want life." The general pleads, "Prime Minister, please save me." The Prime Minister replies, "Stay away, you're a traitor. I'll regret marrying you to my nephew." Quote, the general admits his mistake, and the soldiers begin to escort the general away. I cast a spell on the spirits here, causing them to leave for reincarnation. She begins to think, this is an Imperial who came here to accuse my father of something. Now he should leave. Quote, the Imperials also leave. Meow begins to wonder, did this body's family find out that I'm not their daughter, and that I promised their daughter that I would protect their family? She begins to cry. Meow says, "Mom, don't cry at all. You look so ugly." She approaches her and says, "Okay, Meow, I look ugly," and begins to touch her. Meow is shown leaving. Just then the Imperial pulls her closer, and the needle hits her neck. He asks, "Should you kill me?" "No, King. By the way, what are you doing in my room? What will people think if they see you?" Quote, he says, "I'm the Imperial, and I've come here to solve your problems." Papa starts thinking, "Come on, Imperial, kiss me, and do it really hard, so I can show you I'm a normal person." The Imperial laughs at her thoughts. She says, "Why would you push me away?" Just then, the Imperial comes closer and starts kissing her. She becomes happy, saying, "That's what I wanted." And the kiss makes her happy. I wish the Imperial would take off his clothes and they could sleep in the same bed. Looking at him, she says, "What's wrong? Are you feeling good, Maya?" Quote, she pushes him away and says, "Doesn't it seem like all the boys in the world were skinny, like sticks?" Then, pretending, she says, "Your Majesty, don't try to seduce me. All this doesn't work. I wanted to talk to you about this morning." Maya says, "I'm not talking," and starts walking away. "Don't you want to look back at me?" Now, as soon as Meow sees the Imperial, she becomes so happy that her nose starts bleeding. The Imperial begins to touch her hands, making Meow very happy. Similarly, the two night smiles are shown telling the prince that the general has been arrested. We need to find out about the girl who was with the Imperial that day. If we get rid of the prince, everything will be much easier for us. Kangwon Zu is shown approaching Jan and saying, "Please, father, I want you to help Janai because I'm so pushy. I can't do anything because the Imperial has his eyes on me. After the flower festival is coming. It would be better if you get close to the prince." Quote, Pakobazu says, "No, father, I won't marry him. I just want to be Janai's wife." Quote, saying this, she leaves. We are shown the emperor, who was sneaking out of Meow's room. Her sister sees all this. She says, "Hey, Meow, was anyone in your room? You didn't know about this." Quote, she says, "You must have misunderstood. There's no one in my room. Today is the flower festival, and the Queen Mother will be there, so we have to get ready quickly." Quote, meanwhile, we are shown the Queen Mother, who has come here with the 8 prince to celebrate the flower festival. And there is also Meow's sister, whom the 8 prince is overjoyed to see and starts talking to. The second lady, who is also watching this, wonders, "Doesn't the 8 prince like me?" So I start helping her, and she realizes that the paintings the 8 prince used to make featured Meow's sister, not the second lady. And then Meow comes in and says, "Second sister, what are you looking at here? Do you also like the 8 prince?" Meow, the sister, begins to tease the second lady, making her extremely jealous. Meow's sister didn't want to marry Apin at all. As Inuz arrives, she declares that she really likes this man. Inuz is also quite surprised. While feeding her sweets, the sister asks, "Please save me." Everyone agrees to help her, saying, "This time, when I get more money, I'll talk to your family." As our poetry and prince leave, they both separate. As Meow's sister is leaving, she suddenly slips and falls. Inuz saves her. She is overjoyed to see that their love is connecting. The Imperial arrives and asks, "What are you doing?" She replies, "Why would the Emperor come to save you? I'm scared." Quote, they're discussing how Inuz is a very good man. If your sister marries him, she'll be happy forever. The Imperial takes Meow to meet the Queen Mother. Seeing the Queen Mother, Meow wonders if she's really the Imperial's mother. The Imperial and the 8 prince aren't real brothers. He asks, "What are you talking about?" Meow replies, "I haven't said anything yet." Using her magic, she discovers that this isn't the Imperial's real mother. The Imperial's real mother is already dead. She says that no one knows that the Imperial isn't her son. Everyone thinks the Queen Mother gave birth to 2 children. What's unknown is that the Queen Mother gave the Imperial birth, preventing him from having any more children. After hearing all this, the Imperial tells Meow to go. After the conversation, the Queen Mother leaves. Some people try to attack the Imperial and Meow. Just then, the Imperials rescue Meow, and Meow's brother, who had also arrived, begins fighting with everyone. When they are taken away, Meow asks, "Where are you taking me?" Using her magic, she summons a mythical beast, which attacks the soldiers. The soldiers' clothing also becomes entangled, and they flee in fear. As other soldiers arrive to attack them, Meow casts a spell on a dog, which transforms into a dragon and charges towards them, attacking Meow. The Imperials rescue Meow. Meanwhile, Meow uses magic and summons all the powerful spirits she can summon. The Queen Mother is shocked by this, and Meow tells them to kill the soldiers. While Sprit moves in to kill the soldiers, some people are harassing the Queen Mother, causing her to faint. The doctor is brought in, who, upon seeing the Queen Mother, says she's in shock and won't wake up for 3 days. Maya, come on, tells the doctor, hey, stop lying. Peria asks, do you have any other way? I'll come here and pull out a lot of needles. Quote. Everyone is terrified. Prince tries to convince her not to do this. Buria asks, do you have any other way? She says, no. She says, you've already used me, so you have to take responsibility for me. She says, okay, then I have to extract my secret medicine. She knocks the doctor unconscious. The sleeping Inu exclaims, yuck, this smells so bad. She says, what do you mean it smells bad? No, I made it myself, so it doesn't smell bad. It smells good. You don't eat it, I don't want it. Quote. Now, Meow, who is Meow, starts feeding Queen Mother this medicine, and here, she gives Queen Mother the amnesia potion, which makes her forget everything, and then, opening her eyes, she says, I've been pretending to tell everyone here that this is your son, that he got hurt saving you, and that he takes great care of you. So, Queen Mother begins to believe her. Meow remembers that her first sister is missing. She asks where first sister has gone. Her brother says, I don't know, I haven't seen her. Quote. Meow asks if she's in trouble. We are shown Prince A, who kidnaps Meow's sister, brings her here, and is about to spend the night with her. Second sister, who was about to witness this, thinks, well, Prince A spends the night with girls. But he cares about me. Quote. Just then, Sister Mo's sister appears. She wonders how she got here. Then she remembers that second sister had brought her here after drugging her with an anesthetic. A prince arrives and tells Sister Mo, I wanted to make you my cocoa wine, but you insulted me by choosing that guard, so look, all those who are in my head will spend the night with you. She asks, second sister, why did you do that? She replies, I would have killed you all already, but because of that Meow, I couldn't kill you. Prince takes off his clothes and moves closer to Sister Mo. Meanwhile, second sister is saying, Prince is mine, and no one can take him away from me. Sister Meow sees Prince and starts running away, saying, let me go, let me go. But Prince moves closer to her, touching her, and begins to move closer. Sister Mo says, please, let me go, please let me go. Just then, Na Maya arrives and kicks Prince A, knocking him down. How dare you hit me? But Maya begins to beat him mercilessly. Ines also arrives, takes off his jacket, and throws Na Mo's sister, followed by the Imperial and Queen Mother. Seeing this, Prince A says, look, brother, this is my father. He kicks him aside. Queen Mother, too, had no idea he was her son. She beats him, saying, you're worthless. You can't be my son. How can you mess with a girl's honor? I'll beat you to death. Quote. Prince A asks, Mother, what's wrong with you? Meow is shouting, kill him, kill him. Mo's brother looks at second sister and says, I never believed you would do such a thing to our family. Sister Key also starts saying that we raised you, but you are trapping us. She says, brother, believe me, you must have misunderstood. Just then, Meow comes and, pushing her brother aside, slaps him. How dare you hit me? Meow says, what can I do? I am trying not to hit you. Quote. Hey, second sister, she says, this is my last warning. If you bother my family, I will throw you into boiling oil. Quote. All the soldiers present here start taking everyone away one by one. She says, Prince, you are very fond of spending the night with girls. So, see what happens to you today. She feeds Prince a magical tablet and, using her magic, leaves. Now, all the boys start going to Prince's side. She uses her magic to summon a large number of cucumbers and carrots and says, now you know all this too. She touches the prince, and I, who's been watching secretly, ask how he felt. I squeal and leave. The scene shows the villagers saying they heard a lot of screaming last night. They're talking about Prince, perhaps Prince, when Prince appears, making everyone laugh. The Emperor is shown playing chess with his mother, and when Prince arrives, he leaves, and the Emperor is secretly listening to their conversation. Prince says, Mom, look what I'm in. But the Queen Mother becomes angry, saying, I told you to stop talking nonsense. I'm not your mother. Quote. The emperor and Meow, who are there, are secretly enjoying themselves, watching all this. Just then, Meow says, maybe the black and white llamas are coming to take me. She starts saying, where should I go? Where should I go? They'll take you away from me. Quote. She says, you're just an ordinary person. I wish you were a llama. Quote. Meow says, Imperator, I need this money. The emperor says, okay, we'll see you later. Mayak burns a lot of gold and silver papers and says, why are you burning these gold and silver papers? And which underworld are you trying to bribe? Quote. Once I go to the underworld, I won't have any money, so I'm burning these so I can get this money from the underworld. The white llamas have also arrived and are very upset by her actions. He looks at the Imperial and says, this boy looks very familiar. And here, he begins to plead, please, black and white angel, give me a little more time. I want to stay here with the Imperial. Quote. A scene from 50 years later is shown, where the Imperial has grown very old, but he still loves Imea very much. 50 years have passed, but you're still the same, young and beautiful. You know I can't age. Then the same Imperial says, yes, you are the goddess of the realm. Then she says, well, tell me, do I look so ugly and old? What do you say? Quote. I still remember the day, dear, when I first met you, you were flying through the sky like a fairy. Don't worry, I'll save a lot of money for you before I leave here, so you don't have to worry about that money and live well. And even if I die, you take good care of yourself and eat well. Don't worry about me at all. After listening to the emperor's words, Meow begins to cry, and suddenly, the emperor dies. Seeing the emperor's condition, Meow begins to cry terribly. Now, we have returned to the underworld. She says, all the spirits have returned, but why hasn't that spirit come yet? Quote. She talks about the barrier, asking why they haven't come here yet. I have to go look for them. Just then, a man arrives, and everyone bows to him. It turns out to be none other than the king of the underworld, the same emperor from our story. The emperor asks, have you forgotten me? She understands that the king of the underworld had been transformed and became the emperor. The king of the underworld says, I missed you very much. Maya holds his ear and says, why didn't you tell me that you are the king of the underworld? And with this scene, this lava has a happy ending.